Hello everyone. Okay, so what we are making today is a spicy Alfredo pasta with bacon and peas. So what we're gonna need is a bag of frozen peas. I have a 16-ounce bag here. And what I'm gonna do is just leave these out on the counter while I'm cooking the bacon and boiling the water. We're gonna need some garlic cloves. Now that one is huge, but typically you would do 3. I'm just gonna do 2 because that one is humongous. We are gonna need a whole onion. I'm going to be chopping the entire onion. We're gonna need some parsley, and that's just for garnish. Some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, some smoked paprika or regular paprika. And I'm gonna be using this Alfredo sauce. It's a spicy Alfredo, but you can absolutely make your own Alfredo sauce or a bechamel sauce if you'd like. And then we're gonna need some bow tie pasta. You don't have to get the protein pasta. My daughter's gonna be eating this too, and she loves the protein pasta, and she said that I need more protein in my diet. So we're gonna be using that. I am gonna just cook the entire box. If I don't use it all, I'll just put the remainder in the fridge. My daughter likes eating buttered noodles, so she can do that with her if there's any remainder. We're gonna need some butter, and then we're gonna need an entire package of bacon. I swear these packages are getting smaller. Like for instance, that's 15 ounces instead of 16. This bacon is 12 ounces instead of 16. If you wanted to use a 16-ounce pack of bacon, you definitely can. I'm just going to be using the entire package, and I'm going to actually just cook this in the oven like my daughter does. So I have the oven preheating to 400 degrees. I'm going to lay some foil down on a baking dish and then just put it in the oven, bake it for about 20 minutes. And I will start checking it after about 15 just to make sure it doesn't burn, because once it gets close to being done, it will quickly burn. So I'm gonna do it that way for a change, try it my daughter's way. And then we're gonna need some Parmesan cheese. But as we go, I will let you know how much butter I use and things like that. You will need a casserole dish, and I'm gonna just butter mine, but if you wanted to use a non-stick spray, you definitely can. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this bacon started. So go ahead and just cook your bacon however you would like. Go ahead and start boiling your water for the noodles. Now this box, I believe it's 9 to 11 minutes. Yes, 9 to 11 minutes. I'm gonna probably do 8 minutes just because we're gonna be putting this into the oven. So once the noodles are done, I'm gonna go ahead and just drain the noodles and set them aside until we are ready. And if you wanted to use fresh parsley, you definitely can. If you wanted to grate your own Parmesan cheese, you can definitely do that. And the garlic, I'm gonna use my garlic press, but if you don't have one, just chop it really fine. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the bacon in the oven, get my water boiling, chop the onion, and use my garlic press for the garlic. And then I'll be back once we're ready for the next step. Okay, I got my bacon all cooked, and then I just broke it up with my fingers. I have our garlic here, I have our onion chopped, and in this pan I have 3 tablespoons of butter. And what we're gonna do once the butter melts, we're gonna go ahead and saute our onions until they're nice and translucent. Once that happens, we're gonna add our garlic, and then at the very end, we're gonna add our peas. But once the butter melts, I'll be back to show you what we do next. Okay, our butter is melted, so go ahead and add your onion. And then we're just going to cook it until it's translucent. So once that happens, I will be back to show you what we do next. Okay, our onions are translucent. Now what you're gonna do is go ahead and add your garlic. And we're just gonna cook that for a couple minutes until it is nice and fragrant. And go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then go ahead and butter or grease your baking dish. And I'll be back when we're ready for the next step. Okay, I cooked our garlic for 2 minutes. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the entire bag of peas. This is a 16-ounce package. And we're just gonna cook this for a couple of minutes. Once it cooks for a couple minutes, I'll go ahead and add my spices. And you know me, I'm not gonna measure my spices. And then what I did is I went ahead and just put the noodles back into this pan. I have some left over here, which if I have enough sauce, then I'll add it, but if not, I'll just leave it and refrigerate it. And then what we're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and add your bacon. And we're just gonna give that a stir, but I'm gonna need both hands. So go ahead and give that a stir, and then once we're ready to add the spices, I will be back. Okay, I did cook it for 3 minutes, and I did add my salt and pepper. Salt, I did 4 twists. Black pepper, I love, so I added a lot. You can add as much or as little as you'd like. So we're gonna take our garlic powder, and add some garlic powder. We're gonna add some onion powder, as much or as little as you'd like. And we're just gonna add a couple dashes of smoked paprika. Give that a good mix. I'm just gonna cook this for a minute or so, and then I will be back to show you what we do next. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer our peas over to our pan here. Give it a good mix, and then go ahead and add your spicy Alfredo sauce, or if you're using regular Alfredo, go ahead and put that into the pan, and then give it a good mix, and then I will be back. Okay, I gave it a good mix, and now go ahead and add your sauce. And again, go ahead and give it a good mix, and then I will be back to show you what we do next. Okay, I gave it a good mix. Now go ahead and transfer it to your greased baking dish, and then we're gonna top it with Parmesan. I may end up using the whole thing, but I'll show you what it looks like once I get this into my baking dish and top it with the cheese. Okay, I got the cheese on top. Now I did add the entire 10-ounce package of the Parmesan cheese because I love cheese. So now what you're gonna do is just go ahead and put it in your 350-degree preheated oven for about 20 minutes or so, or until the cheese is all melted. Once that happens and I get it pulled out of the oven, I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, our spicy Alfredo pasta with bacon and peas is done. Now that Parmesan cheese didn't melt as I was hoping, but it's fine. It was just cheaper. All right, so now you're gonna take your parsley. We're just gonna top it with some parsley. And I do have this on a cooling rack. So we're gonna let it just sit here for about 15 minutes or so. And then I will cut it and we'll give it a taste. And I did bake it for 25 minutes. This parsley doesn't come out too well. And there we go. Smells amazing. All right, you guys, we'll be back in about 15 minutes and we'll give it a taste. Okay, let's give this a taste. Looks amazing, smells amazing. That is delicious. That is delicious. That's gonna be a huge bite. That is absolutely amazing, you guys. Very good. I like the crusty cheese, like this piece. Oops, and I lost it. Here we go. So good. All right, one more bite. Absolutely delicious. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And if you make this, please let me know how you like it. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day and a great week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.